Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I am Boy 1878, and today we're going to be looking at the Laurie Daybell trial. First, we're going to look at a jailhouse phone call between Laurie and her son Colby. Some of this is quite upsetting, and I will be stopping it in little bits to have a little talk about it. And then afterwards, we will look at the jailhouse call between Laurie and her sister. Okay, so let's start. Oh, and I should also warn you that some of the audible is a little bit low, so uh, just be aware of that and try as we go through it. Okay. Can you imagine having to have this conversation with your mother about killing your brother and sister? you can just feel the anger coming out of him. After his brother and sister were murdered, he did defend her at some stages because he did genuinely believe she wasn't capable. And then we realised this whole case is about the changing sands, the changing her beliefs for this cult with the man she married, which is Daybell. It's just very upsetting. I just find the whole thing fascinating, which is why I'm doing this. Um, thanks. And the laughter from her when he begins to question about his brother and sister's death, quite mysterious. It, it's just weird, isn't it? Because it just all seems to be about her. They've judged me. The world has judged me. Well, you're accused of killing your two children, and JJ, the youngest, was on the autistic spectrum. Is of course the world's going to judge you. Just tell them what happened, and especially if you follow some of the gruesome details of this about how the bodies were found. Is pardon me. Is it's just very it's just very upsetting. Why can't you just tell a son exactly what happened to his brother and sister? And when we come on to Summer, her sister, it's how she destroyed the whole of her family for what appears to be a belief that she was a goddess of, and she was the leader of the 144,000, which is obviously the LDS and Mormon faith. This is not within the teachings of the LDS. This is a warped cult-like group that broke away from the LDS main faith. No, he wasn't there, but you were. So why just admit to him? Tell him what you did. to his brother and sister and explain to him how you could have done it to them. That's all he wants is a bit of answers to find out what happened and how he got dragged into a lot of this.
What did you tell me? What lies did you feed me? Why would you lie to me if you were so, if you're with the Lord and you see him, and I'm just talking purely to you, you see Jesus Christ, where's the fear? Why wouldn't you tell me something? Why were you afraid? Why is everyone against you? Why is everything against my mom? You can be all you want. One day, we will all stand there with Jesus. We will all stand there with Jesus, and you will know the truth of everything. Not for me. You're telling me that this was all done in life. Say it. Tell me that this was done in Jesus' name. You don't know what happened. Why? Why don't I know, Mom? Oh, because I was kept in the dark to protect me. You know who needed protecting my little dead siblings? That's who needed protecting, Mom. This. Where were you? Is that what you think you did? You ran away. I had a kid. A month later, you ran away. I never wanted you guys. I was speaking those kids in 1 second. I would bring them into my home, and I would have taken care of them. That's not even a question to me. Yeah, everybody can't say that you don't. Everybody says that. Says it now. Where was my offer? I'm saying I did everything for them. For me? I had. We are pregnant, run away together? Why? How about that? If you would offer me, you would have known. You cannot sit here and lie. That's not everything. That is not the truth. Okay? That's what people are thinking. They're assuming. And you walked away. No, you don't know that. No, that is not what happened. That is not what happened. Tell me what happened. If you can tell me what happened, then I don't care.
That's all he wants. He says it there. He doesn't care. He just wants to know what happened. Why can't you give your own son that knowledge?
If you can actually explain it, then it's different. I would love. But you can't talk to you about it. Mom, you've been saying that you've been wanting to tell me for a very long time, and you never say it. You have no idea how much pain I have felt in my body. I feel like I could die. My own mom, my siblings, and my whole family, my dad, everyone is going except for you, and you're in jail because I have prayed to Heavenly Father Himself and asked Him to help me survive this. Do you understand the freaking earthquake that has been caused? Do you know how many people are hurt and broken now? And you're telling me that there's a reason? Why are you following Chad down the rabbit hole, Mom? Why would you follow anybody that is not good? How can you follow someone that cannot lead you to salvation in Jesus, Mom? You can't lie to me. You can't pretend anymore. You can't hide anymore. If you want to tell me what happened, I called you for that very reason. You had enough condemnation for the whole entire eternity, but you're telling me that you're going to stand in front of Jesus Christ and you're going to be mocked. Then I'm still praying for you. I am still praying for you.
Right, before we move on to this phone call between Laurie Daybell and Summer Shiflett, who is a sister, where Colby was a bit more controlled and trying to get answers out of her, is Summer. You can feel the anger, the betrayal, the being let down, and the loss of her niece and nephew, and the absolute traumatic experience this has been for Laurie Daybell's sister, Summer. Just feel, just come along with me and feel the absolute pain of this woman and the absolute patronising and still trying to be the victim in everything, which is what my opinion from following the trial and listening to a lot of the testimony. Obviously, this court case isn't being broadcast live. The audio is coming out 24 hours after the testimony and only on audio. So you can't see the witnesses. That's why we're only getting the audio by the judge's ruling.
How are you? Not good. And how are you? Not good. I don't know what to say. Do you not want to talk? I'm willing to listen if you want to talk to me. I just don't know what to say. I don't know what anybody knows. I've been in isolation for 2 weeks, so I don't know anything that's going on. I haven't talked to anyone. Well, they know that they found Tyler buried in a pet cemetery and JJ buried on Chad's backyard. And we don't understand how that happened or why. Can you tell us? They were devastated. Did you know they were there? Can't talk about it. I don't know what to say, Lori. I mean, you know how much I love you and Alex. I'm sick to my stomach. I didn't think anything, you never let anything happen to the kids and just let them be.
You can just feel, you can't you? You can just feel the absolute pain in that woman's voice, the betrayal, and how this family has been slowly, how, where she says things in this call like, we would have taken them, Kay would have taken them. And you heard that from a son as well. I would have taken them. If anyone's listening and watching, then if you want a more detailed religious breakdown of this court case and the different dimensions, then follow certain people out there like Danny on Direct. She has a very personalised perspective, being an attorney and a former practicing LDS member. But I just find this whole thing really upsetting, and that's why I decided to make a video on it. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm an expert on the whole case or the LDS Church itself, but I do have friends who are within the LDS Church, and here in the United Kingdom, and I recognise none of what this woman says in terms of Laurie Daybell.
Thrown away like garbage. I can't take it that you would let this. It's too painful. Did you think I let that happen? Yes, I do. That's nice. Is there another explanation? I'm willing to hear it. I don't want it to get. Absolutely, but I can't talk about it. You went off to Hawaii and were dancing on the beach while your kids are in the ground? You had to have known they were there. I just can't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. I want to believe the best in you. I really do. I love you with all my heart. It kills me. But they were just little kids. I don't understand. I don't understand. You know me, Summer. That's what I thought. You still do. Or if you let that happen to them and didn't tell us and left me in the ground like a piece of trash, then I don't know you because you would have never done anything like that. That's correct. And if you knew and didn't tell us, that's how okay we love them. We would have taken them. We would have taken care of them. You could have gone home and done anything you wanted. That's what you think? I don't know what to think. None of us do. You haven't told us anything. We believed you. We stood up for you. I cannot. I would love to. You cut me and Mom off for 4 months and told everyone not to trust us because we tell Adam. And now we find this out and you expect me to just keep going on faith when there's been zero explanation and you expect me to just keep believing without ever having a question? Say that. That is what you're saying. Either explain it or don't expect me to not be upset and doubt you when the kids are on Chad's property. I'm not okay. I love them with all my heart. I would have taken Tylee and JJ in a heartbeat. And everybody else would have too. You know that. If they were in any danger. I have no idea what happened. You're right. Nobody does because you said nothing. Because everybody sees what's on TV. That has nothing to do with TV. This is when you're in my conversations before you left and cut me off. And now you expect me to be there for you and you were going to abandon me. And if you weren't in jail, you wouldn't even be talking to me and we wouldn't even know they were dead still. This is your opinion. Yes!
Wow. Feel the absolute anger, the level of disappointment you feel, and this is your own sibling that you've known your entire life, and they do this horrible thing to your niece and nephew. And JJ was 7 years of age, killed or orchestrated by his mother, by her new husband, Chad Daybell, allegedly. Imagine, I can't even imagine. No, that's.
I deserve more than that. I've been there for you like a rock, and I went on TV and defended you. I've done everything to defend you, and I still would right now if you would tell me the truth. I would love to. Well then, love to. You didn't want to in October, November, December, January, or February when you weren't in jail. Why didn't you tell us then? Why you didn't call me when Alex died, which now I'm glad he's gone. If he was a part great time getting married. And you took pictures to prove your kids don't deserve a burial, but you need to get wedding pictures? You don't think that's upsetting? Nobody knows. Sorry, honey. Then nobody knows except for you and the Lord. Yeah, ask him. I have. And guess what? I don't have one scripture that says it's okay for children to be thrown away like garbage in the ground. And that that's okay. There is nothing in the scriptures that is godly about hurting a child. Nothing. And they deserve a proper burial with family that lost them at the least. I can't support that. That's hurtful to everyone. That's the most selfish, incredibly selfish thing I can think of. I can't think of anything worse. I don't understand. I don't understand. This is not my Lolo that I'm not in love. I've never even seen you be upset with your kids. I went to bat for you and said that to everyone. I never have been upset with them. I never have been. How can you just go on without them, without any upsetness, and without telling us anything, and then expect us to understand? No one knows in the world. Nobody in the world knows what I've been through. And I don't expect you to. All you see is what's on TV. No, that's not what he says. And all the influences of all.
See, it's all about her. It's all about, you don't know how I'm feeling. I'm the victim. How I'm being portrayed in newspapers and on television. When all a sister and his son wanted earlier was some answers. What happened to JJ? What happened to the daughter? And even what happened to the brother Alex? Was Alex involved? How far was he involved before he died? All these people just want answers to what happened to those kids.
Both people around. Okay, so now I'm deceived. Everyone in the world is deceived except for you. No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying that. I'm saying nobody's seen me on the floor crying. Nobody knows what I've been through with my children that I love more than anything. Lori, mind. You were dancing on a beach with a smile on your face, taking wedding photos. Yeah, months later. You don't trying to go on with life, trying to be happy, trying to find some kind of happiness. You think I want to be alone? Do you think that your mother and your sister and your son don't deserve to know that the children are gone? Why wouldn't you call and tell us that? Why were we cut off? You saying you want to go on and be happy? You're just going to be happy without your family and your life until you're stuck in jail, and I'm the only one stupid enough to be your friend when I've been your best supporter, Lori. I've loved you my whole life. I still do. I can't bear to think anything bad about you. It hurts me. I don't want to see you in jail. I don't want you to be there. I don't want people to misunderstand. If you would tell me the truth, I would stand up for you for the rest of the time. You know that I would. I know you would. But there is nothing okay about this. Nothing. I know. If you think it's okay, well, you have greatly been deceived if you think it's okay. This is okay. Nothing about this is okay, Lori. Summer. We have all read the scriptures. I know you've told me about a lot of your spiritual experiences. You know I'm trying to support you in all of them. But I am telling you, because I love you with all my heart, please consider that Chad has lied and been deceived and sing.